Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Lucas and today I want to show you my game The Slumbering Isles. This was my solo entry for the GMC Jam 52. The GMC Jams are a series of game jams hosted by the GameMaker forums, and this jam's theme was Dreams and Nightmares. These jams usually last for 4 days, and I felt like giving you a little insight on the development process and what I came up with. This is the title screen. It's very basic. Start the game, audio volume settings, and quit the game. Nothing fancy, but I was seriously running out of time during this jam. Here you can select from 3 different save files. Unfortunately, I didn't even have time to let the player delete them in-game. Technically you can do it, but only by manually deleting the files in the game folder. The game starts with some little story, some ancient legend, just to give some background lore. This is Candace. Candace can run around, she can talk to NPCs, of course she can jump and double jump, but that's pretty much all she can do. So this is Isolda, and this is a bit of a cliche, but she tells Candace that she's the chosen one and that she has to save the Slumbering Isles because there's some monster and, you know, just some basic stuff. So basically she's the quest giver and there's only one objective in this game. Basically you have to find and retrieve the dreams that this monster stole from the people of the Slumbering Isles and yeah, just save the day. So there are 2 spawn points where the dreams can possibly spawn, and it's either left or right of the level. And she's the seer, so she can always tell where the energy is the strongest, and then tells you to go west or east, basically indicating what direction you should go. For enhancing the underwater feeling, I applied GameMaker's built-in low-pass filter and gave it a very low cutoff value, so it sounds muffled and as if you were underwater, if that makes sense. The swimming mechanics are the most clunky thing in this game, and actually the thing that people criticize the most during the voting period. I tried to make it feel like swimming by adding some kind of water resistance, so that going down and diving up feels differently and going left and right, but yeah. Of course, a good jam game should have a decent amount of bugs and glitches. And I really wish I had more time to polish this game even more and fix these collision bugs and all that kind of stuff, but it is what it is. As you can see, making these dreams follow you is lame as hell, and that was another thing people criticized. But I didn't just want the player to simply collect the dreams and bring them back, but have something more to do. And yeah, that's basically it for the gameplay, but you can also die, but that's not a big deal either, cause you're not losing any progress or something. It's just a detail. I wanted this to be some cozy chill out game with no stress and stuff, so it's not a rage game. So that's definitely not my best soundtrack ever, and definitely not my best sound design either, especially the water splash sounds. I don't even know what the hell I did there, but yeah. But retrospectively, I'm pretty happy with how this game turned out, considering the little time I had and all the stress and all the crunch time, so to say. But this game won the Best Visuals medal as well as one of the Best Audio medals, and ranked 10 out of 22 entries. So not too bad. Would I want to make another solo entry in the future? Probably not. I was totally sleep deprived and almost going crazy because I was stressing myself so much. I just wanted to finish everything I had planned in time. I had to make all the graphics by myself, even though I'm not really an artist or a pixel artist or something. It's just another hobby. I had to make all the music, all the sound design, I had to program everything, had to do the level design and all that stuff I'm not really the best at. So working with a team is definitely more my thing. And I actually made and produced all the music in a couple of hours on day 4, as well as the sound design, so I'm not too happy with the results, but it is what it is. At least I finished an entry and it had audio, visuals, and a little bit of gameplay. Now, besides all the ranting about the lack of time and the quality of gameplay, did I learn something from this jam? Definitely. I learned that overall quality comes before quantity. By that I mean, it's smarter to set a smaller scope and carefully plan the game's content from the start, rather than just diving into coding and introducing a lot of bugs because you haven't fully thought through how all the mechanics will work together. And that's exactly what I did. This was my 3rd solo jam game, so it was definitely a learning experience. Also, if I had planned for a much smaller scope, I would have been able to dedicate more time to working on audio. If you have some time left for polishing the game after all the important stuff is implemented and working, great. But unless you have a real powerhouse of a team, I think the most important lesson I learned this time is to plan smaller. And maybe you're thinking, this is totally obvious, but for me it wasn't. Planning such projects has always been a bit of a train wreck for me. And that's it for this video. I just wanted to give a small insight, and maybe we can start some interesting conversations about jam games or jamming in general in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts and see you next time.